seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
What? Huh? Not my thing is like buffering and stuff. For what? Maps? Google Maps. Hey guys, can you hear me? I don't know what is it buffering and like pausing and stuff for you guys? I don't know what's wrong. Yay, you can hear me. I don't know what's wrong. We've been having storms, so I don't know if something's up with my internet or what. Hi, Kim. Hi, Big Smile. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Erwin. Hi, AR and Danielle. And Plugtooth and Freddie. Hi, Jojo. Erwin. Hi, guys. How is everybody? You didn't have it? Oh, good, Danielle. On my end, it kept buffering and buffering and buffering. Hang on, I'm posting on Insta. Now. Okay, there we go. All right, so Love Notes for TLC had her baby. I already said all this. I feel so weird because I said all this before and nobody could hear me. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, so hi, Graveyard. How are you? So her water broke in her jail cell, you guys, because she had gotten arrested. She was in her car, and apparently people figured out where she was. She was trying to keep it hush-hush because she had left where she was. And so somehow, the internet sleuths figured it out and called the cops, and they served her with the warrant and wanted to take her in, and she wouldn't get out of her car. I assume eventually she got out of her car because, like I said, she went into labor in her jail cell. Her water broke, which is so gross. Can you imagine how dirty that would feel, having your water break in jail? Yuck. So, all right, I'm going to start this and we will get through it.
I wish this were like a happier moment, though. I really do. I guess the only thing that would make it better is just like having someone that cared about me around. But I was so scared during the birthing process. I was freaking out. I was saying, like, screaming, and I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Take it back. And I didn't.
Hopefully you guys can hear her
so
okay. Her volume is not real loud.
He came out very quickly. I had only gotten to approximately 8 or 9.
Yes, AR. That's exactly what I said. I was so upset when she got arrested last time because they didn't keep her. And she was saying things like that. She was hoping she would have the baby in the middle of the woods and she could just, leave him there and walk away and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think a ton of us were just worried about her having that baby out somewhere and, worried for his safety. He is so adorable, Arrow, and I agree.
To push, but I couldn't help it. It felt like I needed to take a dookie, so I just couldn't help it. He came out, and that's why he's got the little bruising a little bit on his face. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And he's doing a really good job, too. He's doing such a good job.
Hi, just Jamie. Did I say hello to you, Flowers? Hi, Flowers.
So much hair. It's like little fine hairs and everything, but it's so cute. He's a cutie.
She just posted basically saying if she can't have everything she wants and she doesn't want anything at all, they said she could possibly get visitation and pump for him, but she said no. Wow. That's crazy. At least she would have been in his life. Well, at least I knew because the last I watched Jamie, they hadn't been in and said anything about taking the baby or any of that. So I feel like it was kind of wrong for them to let her nurse him and have him in her room and all that, because that's just going to make the separation harder on both of them, not just on her. I mean, but on the baby too.
I'll try to send some pictures of his face here shortly and stuff. But yeah, I started going into labor. I broke, my water broke in the jail. It was a filthy cell too. It was so disgusting. And it broke about 1:30 in the morning. And then by 3:24 is when he was in, you know, when he came through. So, and like I said, I didn't mean for him to. By the time they transported me, I got here approximately 2 a.m. And that was interesting.
She gets pretty graphic, guys, like as far as gore. So if you get queasy easy, if you get queasy easy, then mute her maybe. If she doesn't show anything gross, she just is talking about it.
My water breaking in a jail cell, that was really weird. And so they did set up they let me go home so that I could, well, home, you know, my vehicle. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the baby, and I swore I wasn't gonna let him breastfeed, but then when he started screaming and stuff, I was like, no, I'm horrified. Even when they gave him his shots right now, I was traumatized for him. So, oh, are you okay?
I knew once she had the baby, she was going to, feel that bond and everything.
Face.
How is she able to film this if she's been arrested? I can't imagine they give her a phone back just because she's in what looks like it. Plug.
Yeah, look at your little face. You're just such a sweetie. Oh, don't worry, I'll give it to you in a second. Just a second. So anyway, we're doing fine so far. And like I said, it's the early hours. I can't wait to eat either because I refused all the food in the jail. I was so just grossed out, and I wasn't gonna eat any of that crap or drink any of that water, so I went 24 hours without it. And then had a bunch of snacks just now, some graham crackers, peanut butter, and applesauce. I'm very grateful that he came out so quickly, I guess, and also it wasn't as much pain as I thought I was going to be in, because I thought it was going to be like more hours. He's not suckling on anything. He's so sweet. And when she gave him the shots, I was about, wanted to slap a bitch. Like, give him back. Don't do that. And I wouldn't, but you know what I mean. It's really rough to see him crying because he's cold and he doesn't know where he's at. Look at how soft his little hairs are. They're so soft. Look how cute he is. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just the cutest. And she rolled him up in the taco, the burrito.
Poor little guy. It's hard for her to hear him cry, yet she was talking about unaliving him the whole pregnancy.
Sometime after we get done healing and everything. You're a good baby. A good baby. My hair's all jacked up.
All babies are good babies.
Look at your little face.
They're babies.
Oh, you're just grabbing boob there. That's my boob and not my nipple.
I know, JoJo.
Sure, okay.
Hopefully they find him a good home.
Down. I was like, ew, being in the jail cell was so.
Yeah, she has one daughter, Kim,
disgusting.
That's 10, and
so
she was taken away from her when she was 4.
24 hours, and then now I've got
she
this
set
going
the baby's
on.
Crib on fire.
He's totally just suckling on my skin. Like he's gonna give me a hickey. That's so weird.
Oh, Erwin, it goes
anyway,
way
I hope
too
everybody's
fast.
Doing well. I send my love.
Enjoy every second.
Send our love, and I don't know what's to come. Like I said, my court date there in Arkansas for the falsified report, but hopefully everything turns out well. And
yeah, she set the baby's crib on fire.
So far, so good.
And she killed
they're gonna let me keep
her dogs,
but it would be nice.
She had poodles,
He's
and
a
she
cutie.
killed her poodles, I guess.
I do love him. That's the first thing I was like, oh my god. So they put him right on my chest. I was like, oh, that felt so good.
Oh,
thing
he's
was
doing
actually
good,
really pretty. It
Erwin.
was really beautiful for me because it was like so much pain, and then all of a sudden it was like it was gone when I finished. They were like,
Oh,
don't
were
push,
they,
don't push, and I was
Jamie?
like, I can't help it. It was my
Jamie's
body
been
just wanting to do it.
amazing with
So,
information
like I
lately.
said, I wasn't even fully dilated, and I was like, I've gotta go now. It feels like poop, but I didn't poop. So I wish I could have got it on video though. I think it's hilarious. What a sweet little baby. He's a cutie. All right.
And you can put a
Well,
bird on a
the
leash.
bird's like
Right,
something here. He's really going after my titty. I guess because my nipples are so large, like that he's just like suckling on the skin. As long as he's good. I gotta make that milk. The
he is really
colostrum
going
and
to
everything.
town.
Yeah.
Hi, Muse.
I hope everyone has
Welcome.
a blessed day.
Yeah,
I'll
she's
keep you
something
updated,
else.
and hopefully I can get a shower after this.
I
Oh,
bet,
can't believe-
Erwin.
You should have seen all the blood too. Like it was. So far, so good though. Everything's all right.
I bet, Jamie. She said she was getting
All right.
harassing phone calls to
Have
her
a good
room
day,
even.
everybody. August 30th, 2022. Leticia calling.
Yeah, that's
Servin.
true, Mads.
Mm.
I should say you can put a bird on a leash and not get evil looks. Now, she does have a second one that she did today. I don't know if you guys want to watch that as well. Oh, no, she has two more. One that's called Afterbirth and Afterthoughts, and one that's called God Helps Those. Let's do this last one. I haven't seen this last one.
Of whatever version of CPS here, come and talk to me. So I'm still in the hospital. It's August 30th, 2022, and he's chilling right here. I just got talked to by the caseworkers, and they're gonna have whatever version of CPS here come and talk to me, and they said something about if they did take him into custody, that they would still like want me to try to seek out
That's
like
true too,
visitation or
Jojo.
something like that, or seek out different procedures in order to be able to
You
sustain
get
him
bad
better than I
looks
have,
when you
and
probably get
better than
looks,
good
Plug, but
without
do you
having
get
a home.
bad looks?
And yeah, I didn't tell them to their face, but
Hi,
I might as well just mention
son.
it, is that
How
if he
are
was taken away
you?
from me, then I'm not going to place any efforts whatsoever into trying to get him back. If that's what the systems want, if that's how they want to harass people instead of helping them prior. Like, you didn't help me when I was seeking out all these resources. You didn't look for ways of helping me, but you're going to go ahead and reprimand me for things that were above my, you know, out of my hands, beyond my capability. And so that's just how the government is here in the United States. And that's very sad, because when you're seeking help, you're seeking assistance, and everyone...
See, I feel like she is likable enough when she's stable. I wish to God she would get mental health help and go on the medicine and you know, get stabilized and stay on medicine and stay stabilized, so that she could, like Danielle said, you know, she could work on getting the baby back, whether they make her take parenting courses or whatever. It, you know, like most moms, if they're going to take your child and you want that child, you're going to pull out all the stops, right, to get that child.
refuses to help you, and then they turn around and they'll say stuff like, oh, well, you didn't find it in a timely manner, so we're going to have to take, you know, like
Yes,
take advantage
Plug.
of you,
Now that I
or
can
reprimand
see.
you, or violate you in some way, because that's just how it goes. So even though I was breastfeeding right now and he was getting the colostrum and everything, and she made the comment that, well, you could always breast pump and take it to him while you do your visitations and everything while he's in a safe place. I wouldn't at all, if that's their choice, to reprimand a woman that has been seeking help for months, for 9 months, and they turned around and harassed me.
So let's punish the baby.
Yeah, I know. So, that's the, I know it. It is sad. It's very, very sad. I know. It'll be okay, though. If they want to steal you, they steal you. That's how sick they are. That's how the people work. They don't help individuals. They just want to hurt everybody and then say that, oh, it's on you. You didn't help. You didn't help yourself.
And I'm thinking like, well, yeah, I know God helps
It's
those that
such a
help
warped
themselves,
way
but
of thinking.
whatever.
Like, when my parents divorced, my dad and my grandparents all took on the attitude that they were not going to do anything for us kids that was going to benefit my mom, which, you know, pretty much anything you do for your children is going to benefit the other parent, right? School clothes or, you know, whatever, car insurance when you first get your license, whatever. But yeah, my dad and my grandparents said for years, we're not going to do anything for the kids that will benefit the mother. Therefore, who was the one that suffered? The kids. You know, we were the ones that went without or whatever. And it's the same thing here. It's like, you know, she's taking it out on the baby, and the baby doesn't have anything to do with all of that stuff. That's all her own doing.
It's none of my business what people want to do. If that's how you want to deal with someone that got violated and wasn't able to sustain themselves and reached out to the father to see if there was any way of getting help,
her
even
water
unknowingly,
broke in her
like, he
jail
was the one
cell.
that did what he had done. You know, why does it matter to me? That's how backward the world is. Instead of, like I said, helping prior to things getting a certain amount of severe, that's what they do, is they rip people apart. And instead of ripping apart the families that deserve to be ripped apart, like say my childhood when I was committing suicide at the age of 12, no one was called, there was no CPS called, but then all of a sudden there's CPS called because I have no place to place this child. And I'm thinking like, okay, well then if you do take it, then we'll never see each other again, because I'm not going to fight for something that doesn't exist. True love doesn't exist, you know? The fact that they're sitting here and saying like, oh yeah, you know, you can place more effort, you can do more. Nope.
Yes.
That's not how Leticia works. She shut down years ago.
Leticia
And the fact that I have this beautiful baby, that's lovely.
Can't do anything.
But I already knew that there might be a chance that they would try to detain me if I gave birth in the hospital. If they, you know, that's why I wanted to go give birth on my own, so that I would end up being okay. And I guess I would have been just fine. I know it. It aggravates him that I'm aggravated, you know? And that's the sad part, is that, like,
and that's
how
somehow everybody else
messed up the world is around me. And I know that they try to say these things, oh, we're just trying to help. Really? Were you just trying to help last week when you told me you were going to help me find suitable placement for myself? And now all of a sudden I'm being
She doesn't really have a choice, Rosalind.
Wanting to take the child and live homeless in my vehicle? I'm sorry, you already knew that. They offered
to let her continue to pump and have visitation, and she refused.
Not me. I'm not the one that's mentally ill here. Apparently the people that run the systems are. Apparently those fat cats that sit around their dining table that have 20 homes that, you know, disperse throughout the world and just go and, oh yeah, well I can't offer anything because they're homeless. They didn't try hard enough. They weren't, you know, raised in the proper families. You're absolutely right. And that's why, like, as much as I love him, I already know, and that's why I'm not bawling my eyes out right now. I already knew that there were going to be all these complications, but it wasn't complications through the pregnancy or birth because I did great on my own.
It wasn't any complications from her, you guys. She didn't do anything to complicate matters at all.
Own up to their promises, gaslighting me constantly. So, and even when I was giving birth, I was like, oh my God, I wish I would have gotten the plan B. This is so painful, because it's true. That stuff goes to your head, especially when you're in such severe pain that you just want it to stop. I love him. He's beautiful, but I already know not to have too much attachment to anything in this realm, because of the fact that, you know, people are sick. People would do anything to harm someone else and to destroy and rob from their happiness instead of wanting to see them happy and progress. So, yeah, I'm supposed to get talked to by the CPS or whatever version that is here within the next 24 hours, just so they can tell me, well, you know, you don't have any home to go to, so we're gonna have to snatch him from you. In the first like 3 days, isn't it the most important for like bonding and whatever? So. That's fine. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to fight the system.
What do you guys think?
Do you think that's how people end up?
Do you think that they should have let her have the baby in her room and let her nurse and all that for the time that she's in the hospital? She definitely is heroin. I don't think there's any sense in trying to help her. She refuses meds for her. Exactly, Jamie. And that's what, like I said, I don't get it. Like, if you love this child and you want to keep this child, then you should be holding out all the stops. You should be, you know, doing whatever they say you need to do. Hi, Muse. Yeah, you don't think so either. No, I just think like it's going to make it harder for the baby and for her to detach. Hi, Tizzy. So many people would love to have a baby and would gladly go through birthing without exactly Mads. And I really do pray that they find this baby like a really good home, and that none of this, you know, follows him. Can you imagine like her daughter, when her daughter Googles her name or her mom's name and finds all the things that her mom has said?
living in squalor on the streets. That's how people live with mental disorders, in and out of psych hospitals, you know, all this trash. You're still wanting me to go in front of a judge in a month to try to combat these charges that shouldn't have been filed against me. And that's just absurd, all of it. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to house him? You know?
It's not everybody else's responsibility.
And yeah, I didn't prepare for this because I didn't anticipate this. I didn't.
Hi, Erica. Yeah, they offered
like
to let her have visitation and to
And
pump for the
there he
baby,
is.
and she
I mean,
refused.
9 months goes by really quickly when you have nobody. 9 months goes by really quickly when you constantly anticipate the worst. You expect better. You expect people are going to follow through. You anticipate
I know,
more
Danielle,
than,
but I just
like,
think
just the
that's going to
negative.
make it
But
so
then
much
in
harder for
actuality,
both of them
you come to realize that
separate.
swallowing those harsh pills is better than living in a fantasy.
I mean, he
in this,
you know, he'll be
you know,
okay because
no, but anything is possible.
whoever,
Not in a pandemic.
whoever
Not when the world is
put
falling
him
apart.
with or
Not when
whatever,
people
but
don't want to do their jobs and be
even though
professional about things.
she's
And I noticed that
been
many
so
years ago.
vile,
So yeah,
it
I know
is
the
going to
male
be harder
doctor
for
on
her.
call this evening, or this morning. So I was freaked out. I told him, I was like, I don't want him anywhere near me. So
yes,
actually the nurses,
AR.
were the ones that technically delivered the baby.
Right,
And then he
Tizzy?
did
I
come
was
in,
so
and
scared
at that
because
point, he was,
she
the
said
baby was on my
not
chest
long
and stuff.
ago.
So
hold on, let me
I
pause
was
her.
like, okay.
She had said not too long ago that she was hoping to have the baby in the woods so that she could just walk away from him. Like, what? I don't understand her way of thinking at all.
Like, I guess, but in actuality, I didn't want anything to do with the male doctor, especially because he had to palpate my stomach or whatever, like to touch it and try to push out the uterus, or not the uterus, the placenta. And I mean, nothing against them really, but it's a female's body, and I understand that. Just tip most men, even if you have all the science
Hi,
and all
you.
the graphs
How
and all
are
the
you?
pictures and descriptions, yeah, I gotta be there to know what it's like, you know, have that experience. My bleeding has gone down. It's pretty good. Nothing excessive. I still think I could have delivered on my own so that I wouldn't have had this issue, but
okay, you could not have delivered on your own because somebody had to tell you in your chat the other day that the placenta just doesn't come out on its own. And so you could not have delivered on your own. You didn't even know that.
And I'm sure that was not just coincidental that you're going to harass me in the parking lot where I wasn't doing anything wrong. You're going to ask me for my driver's license and then say, oh, you got a warrant.
I would imagine,
so I start giving birth in the jail cell. I still swear I could sue for all of this. It makes no sense. And if he gets taken away from me, that would be another issue to have to sue for. But then what am I going to do? What am I going to do with money? I can't change the fact that my child, my first child, was ripped away from me for 6 years. You can't change that. You can't fix that with any amount of money. Okay? So that's the sick part.
I know. I just wonder, Flowers, how good it is for him if she's been doing
the abuse I've
THC
sustained
this whole time.
Even my mother texted me right now, and she was like, "I wouldn't be that brave," and I was like,
"I wouldn't think that they would be allowing her to
she's trying to give me assistance with naming him, and that would cause
even though
issues
he's already
to use a name that my mother had offered to me. She was like, "Your dad and I are so proud of you," and
he's already been exposed to it.
Like,
somebody
I have no
said
idea
in her
where
chat
saying that, unless later on, if I were to make money off of this stuff, that is, oh my God, our child was worth it. Remember that time, Dad, when you told me you would never be proud of me? Wow, I remember it. Clear as day. Just like I hear everybody else's voices, clear as day, when they've said something that is so
right, Tizzy, and they offered to let her do that and then bring the milk with her when she has her visitation.
The father of this baby
she refused.
We'll never be in a relationship. Oh, okay. Not a big deal. That's really sad. But all right.
Oh, really, Danielle?
We're in a relationship, just not with you.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay. Don't contact me again. Whoa. Oh, okay. Ouch. Ouch. And that's what I don't even cry about that shit anymore. I just have to swallow my tears and move on. Because I know people are shit, the world is shit, and I shouldn't expect anything positive out of stuff. That's why I even told you days ago that I don't ever expect anything good. And look, I ended up starting to give birth in jail, and that was horrifying. Scary as hell.
Right, Jessica. That's what I was saying. I don't know how that would go.
It's because I don't shut my mouth and just be submissive. That's what everybody wanted me to be. Just shut your mouth and be submissive. Have your place. Be mentally ill because of the trauma that you're sustaining daily. Like my brother asking me, like, if you would have just kept your mouth shut, you could have gone and lived through abuse some more, but at least you would have had a home and they wouldn't have abused you in the system. Just like when the woman asked me, do you feel safe at home? I said, I live in my car. She said, do you feel safe in your car? I said, yes. And she said, well, do you feel like there's anybody that is
I didn't know that,
is out to get you? I said, yes, the authorities. I said, there's nothing that I've done that could have caused this much pain. And people act like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, you're planning on keeping the baby. I already said, like, I don't plan on anything unless it's moment to moment. So even when they offered, the car seat, I was like, well, that's wonderful. But I already knew that CPS was going to get involved to yell at me for not finding suitable resources, for not keeping my mouth shut, for always vocalizing when things are gross, for always vocalizing when things are unsterile and unsanitary, and some things are wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I want to go back a little bit.
I brace myself because the car seat, unless it's moment to moment. So even when they offered, the car seat, I was like, well, that's wonderful. But I already knew that CPS was going to get involved
I'm good,
to
Stephanie.
yell at me for not finding suitable resources, for not keeping my mouth shut, for always vocalizing when things are gross, for always vocalizing when things are unsterile and unsanitary, and some things are wrong. I brace myself because I know that he's probably just, they're evil. The system is evil. The people in the system are evil. And more than likely, they're going to be like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take him, and then you're going to have to find housing in order to try to see him again. And the same thing with my ex-husband and what happened. Oh, in order to see her with visitations, since he's got full custody of the visitations and everything, like, that's right. Okay, I fucking took care of her, was the only one that took care of her. Right. Okay, that makes clear and perfect sense. I'm being sarcastic, mind you. Most people don't get that. We're going to award him full custody, and oh yeah, since he's denying, he says that you're mentally ill and unstable, and you're not allowed to see your child. Really? But he left me with 2 loaded guns. You think that he would think I was stable enough to be around 2 loaded guns? Oh, it's because you had former suicide attempts and he wanted you dead, just so you know. Also, just so you know, you have to pay $3,500 in order to start court proceedings and to even get visitations, because all these people have said that you're horrible. All these people have said that you did all these crazy things to them. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the people that abused me? Oh, you mean the violent people? The violent ones that harassed me and assaulted me? Oh, those ones. You take their word over mine because they have jobs.
She's always the one that's wrong.
They've got sustainable resources. That makes them mentally sane, right? Yeah, okay. I would double check that math and realize, no, those people are crazy for having gone for that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think
they end
there's
up all
any
messed
way
up. They
that
mess
she
up their kids'
could,
lives and
son.
everything
They're
too,
pretty
because they have
locked
nothing. They're
down
just working day to day just to barely
in the
manage.
NICU, or I mean in the
And everyone says I'm crazy.
maternity ward.
Okay, sure. I do look forward to being able to smoke, though, because that was way too much stress. Just them coming in and having to tell me, hey, guess what? We didn't help you find any resource. And here you go. Here's your resource. We're going to help you by stealing your child. Just like they stole your first child. You don't need children because, you want to live a free life. You want to be happy. So children are a hindrance to that, apparently. I'm just going to leave it to God. If they decide to take him, then they decide to take him, and that's none of my business. I'm not going to sit there and fight you for him. What are you going to do? I'll grab onto the legs. You grab onto the head. See which one pops off first, right? Okay, whatever. I know, aren't they crazy? They are so crazy. Everyone is just so crazy, and they say I'm deranged, right? Because if I actually had a say in the way things are ran, then things like this wouldn't happen to actually decent people, ones that aren't on hard drugs, for one, haven't had a criminal record aside from everyone else who's abused them, and also doesn't do anything to violate others, goes around and offers back to the community in any way she possibly can. Right, you got me. Oh my God, like hurt me more, like I expected already, like, oh my God, like I expected anything good to happen after I popped him out. Instead, people are just gonna harass me. Like that message this morning, the first message that I got, not a congratulations, it was December 4th wants nothing to do with you. Okay, did I say otherwise? December 30th, 2022, Leticia Collins Servin.
All right. Oh, Leticia. She's sitting there with a newborn and worried more about weed. Yep. If you live in a car, you cannot. What the? Jessica. I wouldn't trust her with my bag. They need to keep an eye. Yeah. Did she? Oh, of course, she just said that. God, I hope they are keeping an eye on her there. Yeah, Jessica not only just said that she didn't want him. She went as far as, talking about plans of what to do to him or with him. Yeah, right, Tizzy. And took all those Tylenol PMs or whatever it was that she took, which she did. That would not have done her in. if anything, it would have damaged the baby, but it wasn't going to take her out. So the baby would have probably got the brunt of that. Oh, she's always on weed, JoJo, but she has been known to do other drugs if she can't get her hands on weed. So my guess is she's done other things too since she's been pregnant. Oh my gosh, Jessica, I can't even think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mads. When she tried to OD, she took Tylenol PM and she did not take like the whole bottle. That was just a show. I think it was a show to try to get out of going to jail because they were. Well, she was in mental health, Lizzie, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I want to say, when they took her. And she was in mental health, but only for like 2 or 3 days, not very long. They didn't keep her, and I was so mad that they didn't keep her. So I was glad when she got arrested this time, and I was like, gosh, it's like less than a week for her till her due date. Please just keep her. And so I was so glad they kept her till the baby was born. She's on disability, yeah, but she also is getting paid by YouTube now. She's getting like, I'd say probably like between like $400 and $700 a month on YouTube, which is huge if you're homeless and living in your car. And she should be able to make some money on YouTube, but she can't make over a certain amount, or it would mess with her disability, just like Gary Unfiltered. Exactly, Jessica. It wasn't going to kill her. Yep. So basically, it was like an attack at him. Oh, really, Jessica? Geez, when I had my babies, that's all we were allowed to have. Yeah. She has a daughter that is 10, but she was taken from her when she was 4. She had set the baby, not while the baby was in the crib, but she had set the baby's crib on fire. And the husband came in like, of course, screaming at her. She acts like it was such a horrible thing that he came in the room yelling at her when she set the crib on fire. Hello. You can't make over 20K a year. That's that 20K is huge though, as a supplemental income to add to her disability. And if it weren't for the weed, she could have been, say, putting away at least her YouTube paychecks to get a job, or not to get a job, to get a place to live. She didn't want to do anything. She didn't want, who was it that said it? Was that you, Madison? She doesn't want to do any of the work. She literally wants people to find her a place. She got mad because they gave her resources. That's all they did when she was in the hospital. They gave her resources of like shelters and low income housing and stuff like that. And she was mad because they didn't do it for her. Yeah. She also killed her dogs, Rosalind. Okay, Alyssa, I thought you were at work, honey. That's all right. Yes, she put live puppies in a freezer. Oh, really? Is he live, Dot? He did. Supposedly he got struck yesterday, but maybe it's not for. There's different things you can get struck for, and certain things make it so that you can't go live for a certain amount of time, like a week or 2 weeks. So that's why I think everybody assumed that he couldn't go live because one of his videos was taken down and it did say for harassment and bullying. I know someone who was using weed when they found out they were pregnant and the OBGYN suggested to slowly taper off. Yeah, she killed puppies, Mads. And it's so weird too, because you like when you watch her regular videos, when she's like, you know, lonely and stuff, she always says, I wish I had my poodles. I wish I had my poodles. You killed your poodles. Like, I don't get it. You think so, Dot? It is awful funny, isn't it, that they're both on this, you know, soapbox about people taking their content and all that. I just hope, honestly, I just hope that it tips YouTube off to him. You know, I just hope that they see all the things that he's been doing, all the strikes that he's been putting against people and everything else. I did counterclaim a second time. I don't know how any of that really works because my counterclaims now all say forwarded. I don't know what that means or who they forward it to. But yeah, I'm still waiting. It was for bullying and harassment, and they won't let you go live for 7 days. It happened to, yeah, that's what I thought, Jessica. I wonder if he countered it and it was already, the video was already put back up. Let's see if the video is back. I know what video it was. It was the one about, I don't see it. The one that was taken down was the one that said something about Yolanda. And apparently he was threatening to share her nudes that she had sent him. Yeah, but Dot, I think if they don't let you go live for a week, like, I don't think he physically could get his account to go live. I sure hope so, son. Well, I know when she tried to commit suicide, son, she had security right in her room with her. But I don't think, it doesn't seem like from these videos that she has anybody in the room with her, which is scary. You do, Dot? See, I don't know that Chantal has that much clout with YouTube. I mean, she's got 92,000 subs, but 92,000 subs is really nothing, you know? I don't get it either, Dot. And it's so aggravating and frustrating. I really shouldn't say that, because I would love to see Foodie get her life back on track. I would love to see her, just like Leticia, get on her mental health drugs, get to a stable place where she is able to, because she even said last night, she won't, you know, she needs to work on herself. She's, because with this guy canceling, well, that's what we were going to discuss. So she was supposed to see the coffee guy. He came into town. He was supposed to stay 2 nights and he stayed 1. And then he told her that his work found out that he was going to be working from out of town or whatever. And he got basically told that he had to work from home. So she was mad and upset that he had to turn around and take a flight home, even though he sent her the picture of his ticket to get, you know, to leave last night. Yeah, Tara, I don't know how. Well, I do know people that are reporting like every one of his streams, Dot. I'm not telling y'all to go mass report, but I can't control what you guys do on your own time. I can't control what you do when you're in here either. So, oh yeah, that's true, Rosalind. Hopefully. You too, Tizzy. Thanks for coming in. Well, we didn't think so, Tara, because his channel got struck for bullying and harassment. And like I was saying, there's certain things that you can get struck for. Some make you lose, the ability to go live for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, and some don't. Now, I got struck by him and I got struck by TLC, and I'm still able to go live. But because his was bullying and harassment, we were under the impression that he would be off for at least 7 days. I know, son. And I so really I still enjoy Chantal when she's not being angry and vile. She's been so angry lately. She does need to work on herself. You like, who wants to live like that? Wake up every morning angry. Has she shown any proof that Coffee Guy is even real? No, not that I've seen. Last I saw, she got caught in a lie about seeing him because Pete's let it slip that she was still home. Yeah, did you see last night, Plug? Pete's came in during her live and was like, she went on a date. She texted me at 9, said she was going on a date, and she was home by 11:30. Exactly, Tara. That's all it takes. Oh, I know. We're all waiting with bated breath for that, Dot. I hope to God that he gets something. I just honestly want to see his smug smile, like, slapped right off his face. It's not even wiped off. I want it smacked right off. Okay, so Chantal did say last night that she doesn't want to be bothered with striking channels and everything. I will say that Chantal she's nicer about it. Like, I don't know. I have 2 copyright claims from Chantal. She didn't strike me. She just put copyright claims on them so that if it made any money, she got the money from it. And I don't even know, you guys, if you can counter. You probably can counter that too. See, I'm so new to all this. I don't know. You think he learned to cook in prison with the ramen and all the actually, they get pretty creative in prison. I think he's in legal trouble, no doubt, but it will take longer than next month for it to happen. Yeah, hi, Tired, how are you? Yeah, everything got so slowed up from COVID. Everything's backed up. So, as far as Foodie goes, I don't know what you guys saw, but her stream from last night is called So Done. I can give you a recap of what that's about if you want to watch the lunch bees that she just ended, or we can do the So Done. I really thought he ran to Mexico because all of a sudden Foodie wanted to go there. Oh my gosh, Dot. Oh yeah, she is so impulsive, son. Well, that's the thing, Rosalind, is it would be, I would need to counter claim. I'll be totally honest, I don't even know when the counterclaims were put on. We can look. Hold on. I'm not even sure what date I got the counterclaims. I'm going to look here. So I had one that was ineligible for monetization because of age restriction, because of Natter. I mean, nothing happens to me for that. All right, for my copyright claim from Chantal is from June 4th. And then there's another one. I believe there's 2. Maybe there's only one. I'm not finding the second one. And the ones that I got copyright struck from Natter were all like they were months ago, like January, December. Yeah, I'm only seeing one of the claims I got from her. I'm not sure where the other one is. But like I said, she is nicer about it. Like he wants these channels to go down. I don't think Foodie really wants people to go down. She just doesn't want to lose money off of the reaction channels. Okay, tired. You're doing better than me. I haven't gotten a single thing accomplished today. The way Foodie talked about Mr. Coffee makes me think she was talking about Natter. She never lost. Oh my gosh, plug. But wouldn't I hate saying that, but wouldn't they be perfect? I mean, I think they really would, especially when she's unstable like this. I know, plug. It's very weird, but yet they don't talk. They don't talk anymore. She hasn't seen him since that night she dropped him off at Dee Dee's and left to go on her trip. I could see that. I could see her wanting that for what? Hi, for what? The weird couple sequel. They'd at least have matching. Oh, Lois. I think Foodie Beauty and DLF are exes and had a kid, and that is S-Jam. I like S-Jam, but I'll tell you what, the similarities are crazy with those two. Okay, guys, so do we want to start with the one she just ended, or do we want to do So Done? So Done, I'll tell you what the gist of So Done is. I don't think that anything really exciting happened in that stream, but she's upset because, yeah, they don't talk. I'll believe that when I magically wake up, the totally opposite. Yep. I agree, Flowers. So she is upset because the coffee guy, was supposed to be in town for 2 nights. He spent 1 night, which sounds like she only was over there for a couple hours. So I don't know why she's so upset, because Pete's did say she texted him at 9. She was going on a date and she was home by 11:30. So I don't know why she's so upset. But after the first night, then he texted her and he said something like his work found out that he was going to be, working from out of town or whatever. And they told him he has to be working from home. So he bought a plane ticket to leave a night early, and she was really upset and basically was impulsive. I can totally see the cycle go the same way with Mr. Coffee if he's real, because she told him she's done. Like, he tried to explain to her that it was his work. He sent her a picture of his airline ticket going back home last night. And she's like, no, I'm done. Like, she told him it's over. Oh, hi, Mrs. G. You have an amazing Tuesday as well. She also put up a CP saying she wanted to come home. Then shortly after, that's when Pete exposed her lie. I don't think she ever left. He lies. Yeah, I agree. Plug. I cannot wrap my head. I just can't wrap my head around Dee Dee. Like, okay, Chantal was, pretty like slimy and stuff when she was with him and everything. I agree. But Dee Dee went as far as to lie for him so he could continue to keep sleeping with Chantal. Like, that blows my mind. It was a bud ticket? What's that mean? Mr. Coffee travels for work, so why would his employer tell him he couldn't work away from home? Well, I think that's what Chantal is thinking, because he had told her in the beginning, oh, I get like hotel allowances and stuff for work. So why would he have hotel allowances for work if he wasn't allowed to travel? Yeah, Oh, it was a bus ticket. Okay, Jessica. All Natter had to do is fake love her. Now she's coming up with fake men, and even they can't fake love her. I get it that she doesn't want to be alone and everything else, but honestly, Foodie, and this is like kind of a morbid thought, but honestly, with your health and everything, it isn't really fair to somebody to get into a relationship if you're not going to take care of your health. And because we all know, and I hate to say it, it's awful thought, but there's not a lot of years for her left if she doesn't do something drastic. You're pickling onions. Dee Dee will be the biggest loser, in my opinion. Her house, her job, her relationships, or whatever. Shoo. Yeah, everything at risk for that POS. Yeah. Madison, know what I made last night? Try to guess what I made last night. I guess she forgot that the bus fly doesn't work. A few weeks ago, she said one of her guys, forgot which one, took a Greyhound. Greyhound doesn't even exist in Canada anymore. That's hysterical plug. I did. I made my pickle soup last night, Mads. I made a double batch. I'm the only one that eats it. So I made a double batch, and then I freeze it in bags so that I can just warm it up when I want it. Okay, I'm going to go to Lunch Bees since we know what I'm done is about. Lunch Bees. Oh my gosh, it's always time for some meal.
Why did you not come on stream with that hot guy with the long hair? What? What guy? Hey, Emerald. What are you up to, Beezer? Frankie B.
You want pickle soup?
Penny. Big bald eagle. In that she Reginald.
Right, AR? Same.
Up before noon.
I made chicken. Oh, and then a storm hit and knocked out the power until this AM. So now I'm clear. Oh no. A lot of people lost power last night, tired.
Oh, the person that was on his stream today. Okay. Objectively, maybe good looking, but like since when is like a blonde Viking type my type? No.
Mads, they look huge because the bra is girl. 3 sizes.
Hello, White Knight Joni, Poetic Siren. We were waiting for you to come back online. When? Last night? Leticia? Cat? Get away from your norm.
Yes, we must protect Plug's eyes.
Riley, what feast? What did I eat last night? Gemini?
Roundabouts, where are you?
So hard.
I noticed
just wanted
here,
to send some
I don't
positivity.
know how
We're beautiful and hilarious. Thank
everywhere
you,
else,
better.
but here,
You're like, I'm gonna.
this time of year, you can feel a change in the air. Like yesterday, it was in the 90s here, which is really hot for us, but it didn't feel like it was in the 90s. It's more of a fall kind of air already.
I'm gonna have a nap and come back later. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, I ended up just waking up like not long ago. Triggered Andy, you're at work beezing. Burger King cake pie. Buppy bop pie.
Oh, really, Plug?
I remember the Buppy bop pie. Potatoes, gravy, extra gravy, chowder.
I don't know who Pugsley is. Matt.
Hi, Aisha. You came out of the closet as a puppy.
Do you
Oh
get
my
that
God, I
too
don't
there, Tired, where it just
my
like
God, the
one
food
day
you
it just
consume.
like the air changes and it doesn't
I told you
feel
when you do edibles, you
summer
get the worst
anymore?
munchies. I swear. Buppy bop bye. Oh my God. What did I eat? You do gummies and this doesn't happen? Look, I don't know what's wrong with me these days, but I think I need one more day of self-care in the form of eating, and that's it.
Okay. One more day.
Wait.
Is today that day? Oh my
As
goodness,
for men
4
today,
hours.
I want you to
couldn't
know.
take that.
What's with my head?
Right, Tired. And then we kind of get like an Indian
Who do I look
summer
like?
where it heats back
I
up
look like somebody. You know the
for
hair?
a little
Okay,
while.
like, you know in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? The Who's, sometimes the Who's have like, okay, let me show you. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the Who from Whoville with very little hair.
These pictures should match.
No, not the stupid fucking real life one.
See, it hasn't been a real hot summer here, Plug. Well, here in my city, there are parts of PA, like I know AR was like dying from heat.
What am I gonna have for
So
lunch?
there are parts that
It's giving me just hatched.
got bad.
Hi, Trixie. Bees and not so
It
long.
doesn't it sound awful, Mads?
What happened?
Doesn't it get like that though where you're from, Mads?
Oh, we got a community strike? I didn't see that. For what? For bullying? Bullying? Are there any videos of me bullying people? I don't think so. I mean, he was being a bully. You want to try edibles? They're strong stuff, Joni, I gotta say. Hi, Milky. This trashy ass is coming. Oh, yeah.
So I just read
Well,
my counter
that's what happens when you think you're invincible.
claim thing. Here, I'll
I mean,
show
any
you
shit
guys.
talking I've ever done to anybody has been like in self-defense, you know? Like sexual content and harassment. Jamaican patties? Paneer? What about Burger King?
Let me pause her. Bring this up. Okay. So it says, when I said it said forwarded, it says counter notification forwarded. The content owner who removed your video has 10 US business days to review your counter notification. If they don't provide proof of a court action against you, your video will be reinstated. So that's where it stands now. So I guess we just have to wait out the 10 days. Yeah, it pretty much just makes me sleepy, Lizzie. That's so weird, Plug, because my husband has been getting eaten alive this year. And I usually am the one that gets bit really bad, and I have not gotten bit hardly at all. But I will say, come like 7 o'clock at night, I'm in the house for the night because I'm scared. I'm scared of getting bit because I already itch like a maniac from the lupus. And so I'm like, I don't want any mosquito bites because once something makes me start to itch, I don't stop. Dang, AR, you guys have been hot all summer. It's so weird to me. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Oh, no. Jessica. It's not as oh, what's the word? It's not as cryptic as what you think. Jessica. I'm good, Nicole.
You see? See all the stuff you can fit inside? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to go in here, Dad? No.
Oh, Stephanie, that's too much.
All right. Just move your bed into the kitchen. Yeah, it's work-related food.
I've never had pickled red onions, but I've had other pickled stuff. I love everything that's pickled.
Break the bank. More fridge space. Yes. Hi, Karen. You hate talking in a babyish voice? You don't do your taxes? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I closed the fridge. Yeah. Are pickles vegetables? Hi, Charlotte. Good morning. Okay, what are we going to have to eat?
Vegetables.
I love the Impossible Whopper. Someone asked me. Yeah, I kind of want to know.
I didn't watch her stream when she got groceries, but she got groceries last week and she's been eating out every day. So all those groceries are just going to rot.
Belle, member for 6 months. Hi, Belle. Ready, set, rebees. Thank you for being a beezer. 666. I just seen 666. Okay, what am I going to eat? Wendy's?
Mads, have you been here for snow yet?
Toothpicks holding it all together. Hi, Lolo.
Oh, yeah, please, Jessica.
Jamie,
put it in the recipe room.
Baked Korean. Gotta wait till tomorrow for the workmen. 5 Guys. I want fast food, I think. Chinese food. I feel like having an Impossible Whopper. A baked potato.
Okay, tired. Yeah, today was my little's first day. Hi, Leticia.
Oh, I modded a few. Like I only have a few mods now, Joni, because
thank you. Like, it's good to be back.
I don't even really need mods, I don't think, but
I'm trying to decide, guys, what is a good time
all Chinese
to do daily broadcasts.
Of course, we have 5 Guys
because
here. Charlotte. I was going to say plain cheeseburgers.
With, all of the reaction channels now, it's hard to kind of determine when there's going to be a lull.
Basically, just avoiding all responsibilities. Broccoli and cheese baked potato. That sounds so good. What about Tim Hortons? Hi, Norma Jean.
I can't eat crabs. I'm allergic to shellfish.
Yeah, we have 5 Guys.
My son, before he left North Carolina last week, they were going crab fishing every day so they could stock up their freezer. And they went for his goodbye party.
So I hope you won't judge me.
From the Corps.
All I feel like doing today is
him and his crew went
watching
on
Love
a fishing
and,
yacht. And he got like 30 some pounds of like red
My hairline is metal.
snapper and I don't remember what else. Mostly it was red snapper.
And bees. I just want bees. I cannot deal with life today.
Or any day, Chantal.
What do they have at Wendy's? What did I want to? Oh, Pogos. 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 Hi, Danny Pickles. I'm just
Been
fucking
on a
toilet.
Pogo
You need to be near a
kick
toilet
lately.
today. There's a toilet 2 feet from me. Pogo party. Pogos are corn dogs. Pogos and meat sauce. Let's dip Pogos in sweet. Oh. Pogo is a corn dizzy. A corn dizzy.
A corn
Love
dizzy,
Island
I
is
think
playing
they
on
meant
Crave, I
Lizzie.
think. Get an Impossible Burger. That's what I want. Homemade Pogos. Chocolate Frosty. The Frosty
I
Chino is so
agreed,
fucking
son.
good.
She did say at one point she wanted to move it back, but
With the Frosty.
that
The
hasn't
Frosty Chino.
happened. Shocker!
Let me just lower my screen gaze so you can see these things. Yeah. Fries with Frosty? That is good. They put coffee in the Frosty. Excuse me. I'm not wifey material. Alright, what was I going to order? No, wait, I want to look for Pogos. Wait. Hot dogs. Harvey's has hot dogs. I thought they had a Korean dog. Korean dog. Korean barbecue house. Fried chicken. I'm not in the mood for Mexican. The nachos with chili emerald are so good. Stop saying it like what? What did I say? Korean. Oh, Korean. Korean. Korean? Korean. What am I saying it
What
wrong?
is she trying to do?
No, they have fucking
How
ramen.
hard is it to say Korean?
Kimchi. Oh. $7.99 delivery for this place. Fuck that shit, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me. I'm so fucking boring right now. Kimchi is good, but I gotta be like, it's like I want it on the side. All right, let's get Pogos. Impossible Whopper sounds good too. Where do they have Pogos though? Food truck. Dagwood dogs. You call them what? Oh my god.
Aw, thank you, son.
Chicken parm sandwich? That sounds so fucking good. Do they not have? They have Pogos, but they're $5.
Okay,
Hi,
Jessica.
Tracy.
We'll
Hold
see
on.
you later on in Discord.
I'm not paying $5 for a fucking Pogo. There's no way. Wait, do I not have Pogos in my freezer?
Oh, really, Jamie? Okay, let's go. Sorry, Chantal.
Why is it closed?
We're gonna go
When
back
do they open?
too. Hang on, guys. We're gonna go back and see.
Hold on, I gotta check another. Sorry, guys. This is
The
so
new
annoying.
one
I know
from
because I'm like ignoring you guys.
TLC.
I'm so sorry. It's so boring. Hold on. Hi, Keely. Everybody is ZZ. Who I missed? Okay, let me just see if they have.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
going to put Leticia up, but because she's live now, we are behind, so it's not exactly sniping, but we will definitely have to be discussing in between so that it's definitely transformative. Oh, you know what? We want to see the chat. Let's see. There we go. There, that way we can see the chat as well.
Yes, 2022. I gave birth at 3:24 this morning. It is now 1:20 in the afternoon, and they came in and carted him away
I know,
from
Jamie,
me.
it's getting harder and harder to cover. Kim, I don't envy you. Just the
I
few
didn't
times we
even let my
visited
daughter get
was
placed
so
into the
humongous.
nursery. And then they said that whatever CPS demons are coming to talk to me, they had to have him removed from the room. I'm sorry, what? What the fuck?
Right, Mads, I agree.
Pain scale, 10.
Now, does she mean physically?
I don't like that he got rolled away from me. I
Oh,
don't like it at all. They said they would
emotionally,
be
she's a
here within
10?
the hour. Why would you take him away for an hour for their dumbasses to show up? I don't need that. I don't need to be away from him for any moment of time, especially if
Girl,
you are
you've
thinking
hit
about
no.
removing him from my side due to all these allegations and due to all this
It's not
nonsense
allegations. Your
that wasn't my
videos are
fault.
up. There's plenty of proof.
I don't like that he's in the nursery right now. That really upsets me.
Louise, this
And they
is
want
Love
me to
Notes
just
for
sit here and wait for
TLC.
an hour until whatever CPS nonsense goes on. Then I have to talk to them and try to be sensible about shit. I don't like that he got taken right now. I don't like that I'm separated from him just to talk to other people about separating
And I
him
get
from
it
me.
too,
You
you
know,
guys. Like she said
you
earlier,
couldn't
she's
actually,
like,
and
you know, this is. I wish this was a happier moment. Basically, she has prepared herself for them to take him away, so there's not any crying, but it's definitely hitting her now.
somebody even said, don't let them steal him because they're just going to pay someone else to take care of him through foster care instead of just paying the mother to take care of the child. Because I didn't do anything. I haven't hurt any children. I haven't hurt anybody.
Mother to take
or
care of
any,
her child?
you know, all these allegations of all this crap, and they're going to hear it. And they're going to get pieces of
I want to go back.
crap from other people.
Why?
Care of the
Why
child
are we
from me,
supposed to
you know,
pay you to
and try
take
to be
care of your kid?
sensible about shit. I don't like that he got taken right now. I don't like that I'm separated from him just to talk to other people about separating him from me, you know? You couldn't actually, and somebody even said, don't let them steal him because they're just going to pay someone else to take care of him through foster care instead of just paying the mother to take care of the child. Because I didn't do anything. I haven't hurt any children. I haven't hurt anybody. Or any, you know, all these allegations of all this crap, and they're going to hear it, and they're going to get pieces of crap from other people.
They aren't allegations. You literally said them, and they are literally on video. So there is plenty of proof.
I don't like this. Why don't you mind your own business? People talking about nonsense,
totally
sending people bullshit,
Jamie.
sending them clips and excerpts of me wanting to kill him. Did I kill him?
I get
no.
it.
Did I harm him in any way? No. People talk shit all the time.
True,
they say all
which I don't
kinds of
even know that I believe it anymore, and I hate to say that, but if the abuse that she endured as a child is true, then I understand how it messes with your psyche and it can trigger mental illnesses in people and so forth. So I understand that, but there's got to be a time in your life where you say, hey, I'm an adult. I can't blame everything on my childhood. I have to be an adult and, you know, take matters into my own hands and be responsible. She hasn't done that and has no plan of it. Everybody else is supposed to provide
stuff, and no one is held accountable. Absolutely no one. Look at my ex-husband. Even with
Say
his
death
actions,
threats
no one
louder so
held
the
him
nurse
accountable
can
for
hear.
his
I think it
actions,
says.
not just his words. Same thing with the father of this child. You didn't hold him accountable. What the fuck? I don't like that he's in the nursery right now. I'm very, very bothered by that.
You
It
kind of
upsets me
lost
very
your right
much.
to worry
And I know
about
that I
whether
shouldn't
he's
have
in the
these
nursery
feelings
or
toward
not.
anything in life. Everything comes and goes. Everything can be stolen from you.
Right,
Anything and
Tyre?
everything can be stolen from you. As
We
much
could
as
live
I
for the rest of our life with all
didn't
the
want
back
to get
pay,
an
right?
attachment toward him, of course there's always going to be that attachment because he literally
Exactly,
came out of my
Madison.
body in such a forceful way that it was like seeing God, you know? I just want to run away. Like, I literally just wanted to run. Like, don't fucking take the baby from me when I didn't do shit.
There
And it
are
wasn't something that I asked for.
819
So I figured, okay, either it's a blessing or
watching
it's a
right
curse.
now.
And here we go already. Day one. Happy birthday, right? The first fucking day. They literally,
And she
and it's not that other people
has,
called CPS, it's the hospital had to call
wow, she has
CPS in order to
6.93K
regulate. So all these people that
subscribers,
talk, I
which,
don't know what
I
they're
mean,
saying.
this,
They're not here.
her
They're not
channel
seeing
grew
it face to face. They're not taking the words of these
quickly,
crazies.
like
They're
all
hanging
at
up on
once,
them.
because
So all the
and
people
it
that had
was
called
really
up here to
because
try
of
to say,
reaction
oh, I called
channels,
CPS. No,
honestly.
you didn't. The hospital was informed because I didn't have a home to place the baby. And all these allegations that were placed to the officers, which the officers actually took heed of, which that's crazy and absurd. If you're seeing excerpts of my videos and you're not watching and understanding the entirety of it, and you're sick with mental issues yourself
There is
because you're
no
only
way,
seeing the nonsense that trolls feed you.
Leticia, there's
And
no
that's what it
way
is. And
that the things that you have said can be taken out of context. It's the things that you have said that should never come out of anybody's mouth, let alone a parent, let alone a pregnant mother who is carrying a baby.
there are trolls, even in the, like I said, government operatives that are trolls, government operatives that are psychotic, that just want to hurt people. But I know either way it's going to be fine. If he gets taken away from me or not, it's just a blessing for me either way. So
people just can't believe
I make
that
do. I
anybody
don't
would
have to
talk
worry
like
about it.
this.
Like, I cry. Yes, I don't like that he got taken away. I don't like that they're going to sit here and talk to me. Get your fucking stupidity out of
son.
my fucking face. You're literally going to pay someone else to foster my child, and you can't pay me to take care of my own kid? It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no
I don't
sense.
know, Max.
People are so fucking sick. And even smoking weed. I know plenty of women that did it during their pregnancy and they never got in trouble. CPS talked to them for a minute,
Yeah,
and that was
did
it.
Did
There
they
wasn't an issue with it because
continually
I
go
knew that it was
public
helping
on
the
a
mother throughout
public
the pregnancy.
platform and
So
say how they were going to
there's nothing that
unalive
they
their
can say to me
child?
that's going to be like,
I don't
oh,
think
shock
so.
value, what's going on? No, I mean, you're all crazy. Like, I already know that the fact that you stole him from my side and said they would be here within the hour, I'm going to have to wait a goddamn hour to see him again. And even then, if they're,
Oh,
I said, what are
honey,
they
you're
trying to
gonna have to
separate
wait
us?
longer than
Like,
an
why would you
hour.
do that? Why would you take him away for a fucking hour? Like,
Because he's
that
in
makes no
danger.
sense. Give me my time with him so that I can finish bonding and then get it over with. Then steal him from me. Like, quit harassing me, quit causing me to have so much trauma, so much emotional pain that I literally need to sue just everyone. I wish I had the money to just sue the shit out of everyone for not understanding what true mental illness
And
and
I
what
think
true
we
mental
should
health
get a
is.
yearly
And what they
bonus
do
as
is
well.
not beneficial. They turn around, they're very backward. They just want other people to
I was
gain from it
just
because they
talking
just don't,
shit,
they have a
yeah.
personal vendetta against you. Or
Jilly,
someone has
hi,
a personal
Jilly.
vendetta against you and trying to destroy your life. So, like it matters. Like I don't already know. That's why I just pray. I'm just like, Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our defense against the wickedness and
Stomping
snares of the devil,
her?
which these people are. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. O Prince of the heavenly hosts, by the power of God, cast into hell those people and Satan. All of it. Everything.
It really is so sad in the mental health field
God rebuke him.
how many think that they can just go
O Prince
off
of the heavenly hosts, by the power of God,
of
cast
their
into hell
meds,
Satan
you
and all
know?
the evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin of innocent souls. Amen. I just feel like people are so crazy. How in the fuck are you going to sit there and harass someone that just gave birth? You're going to sit here and tell me some shit. They're not going to help me get housing. They're not going to help me do any of that shit. Instead, they're going to say, well, since you don't
She
have
is,
anything,
Pamela.
mine,
Hi,
by the way,
welcome.
that's why I'm just like, I'm waiting here. It's already been 10 minutes so far. 10
I
minutes
know, when is
an hour. Watch them not show up for a while. Watch them be late, and then they stole the baby for no reason.
chat room
They just wanted
slang
me
gonna
to be
end
away
up in
from
our-
him, and he's absolutely perfect.
our
He's got no
autocorrect,
flaws
right,
physically.
son?
The pediatrician came in and took a look at him and said, yep, He looks great. Just
Did
try
you
to
get a
back off
haircut?
on
Is
the
it in
smoking
your
weed while you're
profile
breastfeeding.
pic?
I was like, well, if they let me
Chili?
keep him. But I have no, I don't hold my breath for people to do the right thing and be professional about anything. Believe
She
me, I had
does.
enough of that in
Tired.
Arkansas. How am I going to expect it from anywhere else in the United States? I don't. I really don't. Like, this is my story.
Is
This is
that
why
your
I put this
haircut,
out there,
Jilly,
because
in
it's
your
so
pro
painful.
pic?
And most people don't even realize just the repercussions of having that insecurity, that those thoughts of not being secure in something.
It
That
looks
is still
beautiful, but you're
very,
always
very
beautiful.
hard on a person, emotionally damning. And people don't realize that even having to
Why would
question
CPS pay my-
question
I have
whether or
no
not
idea,
I might
Pamela,
go to prison
but
for
I want to get in
allegedly
on that if that's the
falsifying
case.
a report. That's absurd. Completely absurd. You're
could
going to
stand
place
to
that
get
in the
paid.
back of my fucking mind during an entire pregnancy and giving birth? That's how
It's
sick you people
beautiful,
are, because you
Jilly.
can't file things properly, because you can't do proper investigations, because you can't ask the appropriate questions to people in professional positions. I don't get it. I really don't understand the systems and how flawed they are. I don't. That's why I don't anticipate anything good coming from talking to CPS. I don't anticipate anything good coming from them just stealing him for a fucking hour. Do you realize all the times in my life that I suffered? I just suffered and allowed people to walk all over me. I really wanted to fight that bitch. Don't fucking take him. I never let my daughter leave the room. And when I did,
Your
I had my
daughter
ex-husband follow,
wasn't on the
because I
verge
was
of
like, I'm
leaving
not
you
going to
the
get my
minute
baby
she was
switched out or
born.
whatever, or
You
nonsense. They're going to
probably
give him
didn't
shots
make
or,
threats
you know, any of
to
that.
unalive your
They're going to
daughter.
accidentally circumcise him. What the fuck? No, like, we should be able to
Every
sue this shit. You
situation
know,
is not
don't
the same.
fucking tell us how to raise our children if you're not going to sit there and finance them and us. What is wrong with you? So, yeah.
Right,
I don't know.
Pamela?
I just
A
don't even bother.
living, a home,
You can't be
all
trusted
of
with a
the
child,
baby
period. Do you
furniture
not
and
realize
everything
I was
she
the only one
needs.
around my child for 3.5 years of her life? The only one. And she did so much better than she is now. She did so much better. She flourished. And people know that. And now she's not the same kid.
How
And
do you know
they
that?
damned her
You
because they
haven't been
removed
allowed
her
to see her.
from
How
my
do you
life.
know?
And so, and she wasn't at all abused. So, where is she now? Okay. Okay, I don't understand why people continually harass when they don't know the story, or if they're just doing that just to try to rile me up and to try to get me to admit to something I didn't do, because that's
The
not even
thing
the case.
is most
My
people
daughter was
know the
never in
story.
any danger whatsoever
You,
around me.
from
Just
your
because I
own
called
words.
my ex-husband a million times after his family physically assaulted me because I couldn't manage being alone at that time with my emotions and my child, it had nothing to do with
Good,
postpartum
Jamie.
whatsoever.
Not
So
that
I think that you need to
let me be
rethink
clear.
that and realize
It's
that
not that I like or enjoy seeing a mom lose her child, but we've all heard the threats and everything that she has made against this innocent baby. That's why we take glory in seeing the child taken from her, because we want this baby to thrive and survive.
the perpetrators are the ones that actually stole my child from me, like the abusers, the predators, and that makes no sense. If you're on their side of this, then you are sick. And if you're mentioning shit like that about, oh, where is she now? I should be able to sue for that. That's 6 years of me being
Right,
apart from
Jamie.
my child.
It would
And you
take,
gave him
and it
over.
would take months.
You gave my
and
daughter
months
over to someone that wanted
to
me
get
dead,
her
which is
stabilized.
an actual
Possibly
like
years.
felony
You know,
offense for having
the
left
first
those guns
medicine
with
they
someone
put
that
you on
he
isn't always the one
filed
that
for
works.
mentally disabled, mentally ill. So if you don't look at it from the bigger picture, then I'm not really sure what to tell you. Then you're just one of those small-minded people. That you're very simple-minded and you don't see the grander scheme of things. You don't see what really went down. You only see what's right in front of your damn face. Is that what it is? When you got a southern accent too? Huh? Did I offend you? Did I say
Okay,
one or two
you're a
things that was
working girl
offensive
now.
to
You
you?
gotta take your
Is that
time
why you're
and
so
use it
upset? Because
wisely,
I'm so
huh?
condescending? I know more than you do? Yeah, people are so stupid. They think that really riles me up what you say. No, I know that it's a lie. But then I combat it because I'm like, are you that stupid? It gives me something to talk about. It truly does. I'm all crusty. I need a shower. I should take a shower right now while I'm like, well, he's not here, since I have no one else to watch him for me while I would be in the
Yeah,
shower
she does,
anyway.
Kim.
And I wouldn't want to like leave him alone because that horrifies me. Even when I was going to take a dookie right now, I kept popping back over. I was like, like, don't move. He was in the little bassinet thing, but that's not the point. The point is that he could have suffocated if I wasn't watching at any moment. I get scared. I get very scared. And somebody said something about, oh, the curse of being a heavy sleeper. What about your kids? It's completely different when you have kids. Everybody knows that. If you hear cooing, if you hear crying like that, you're awake in a moment. And I did that with my daughter all the time. That's why she was healthy and breastfed for 13 months. Never did I, and I slept through a lot of stuff, but it was a lot of like the physical stuff. But when I thought or heard my baby wanting me, then I was up immediately. Lack of sleep, It's what a good mother does. And
Oh.
like I explained to someone too, I'm sorry you're a bad mom, but I'm a great one. And that bitch punched me in the face.
What? She's a great mom, you guys. All great moms threaten their babies and unborn children. Don't you know?
That's how stupid you are. That's how you prove that you're a shitty mom, because you can't take words. And so you physically assaulted me, and then you got away with it. So you laughed about it. You thought, oh my God, no, bitch, it'll come back around. Even though I don't have the money to sue the shit out of the state and sue the shit out of what happened in those proceedings. Bitch, Brandy, dumbass Pritchard Collins. Yeah, I don't give a shit if I can name drop, because that's what the fuck happened, and no one ever filed that shit. So, and then they look at me like I'm insane. No, I was going through mental breaks. Here, there, everywhere.
If she was truly abused as a child, is there a statute of limitations on that? Because like in the Summer Wells case, they brought up SA charges against Donald from decades ago. So why did that never happen? Like, why did she, if she was so abused, why did she never bring charges up against her family? Only against these men.
All over the place, and you're going to tell me I'm not trying. You're going to tell me that I'm not capable. Really? Because I'm pretty sure I was damn capable when I ended up couponing and clipping and saving for my child, and I had a place of my own, and it was taken away because I was contacting my ex-husband to try to see my kid.
Oh, Jamie.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? He told me he didn't believe in the constructs of marriage.
I
What did he
wouldn't
do?
put it past
He
her,
remarried
Jamie,
someone he went to high school
if she
with.
doesn't film
He
it,
I mean, like he got remarried to someone else after divorcing and getting restraining orders on
record
me.
audio.
And then somebody
when
said,
the CPS
huh,
worker
2
is
years
in
after
there.
you were divorced,
I
that
could
seems
totally
kind
see her do
of
that.
soon. I was like, yeah, maybe they were talking while we were still divorcing.
I know,
Maybe
AR,
that wasn't just,
awful.
me
Have you
that was
been
the
following
issue.
that? I
Maybe he
followed
was
that.
cheating long beforehand. And yet I was the one pinpointed, because all the evidence said this and that, right? All the evidence, all the papers, instead of realizing, well, Leticia's got plenty of backup here and there and everywhere, and she just didn't throw it in everybody's face. But now she is, because she's like, oh God, this is not okay. None of this is fair. He is beautiful and sweet, and he's a blessing, but more than likely, they're going to try to steal him from me so that someone else can
AR?
prosper
Yeah,
off of
that
him,
case got
and not
crazy.
me, which is actually very sad. I don't want to prosper off of him anyway. I
Okay,
want to
guys,
be able to
I
afford
apologize,
for him,
but
and I
I'm
didn't
going to
that
have
luxury.
to end it
So now all of a sudden,
because I did not realize how late it is, and my little is getting home from school, so I need to hear all the details. So I'm going to end here, but I am going to try to come on daily. I'm just trying to figure out what time is a good time to come on. So if you guys have any preference, DM me on Discord. Let me put Discord in. So if you are not in our Discord and you want to become part of our Discord, just send a friend request to me. You have to type it exactly how it is on the screen. The capital D's, the number sign, everything has to be exact. Just send a friend request to me, and then I will send you the invite for the Discord. Please make sure, though, if you have a different name on Discord than you do on YouTube, DM me that name so I know, because we try to keep, the riffraff out. Thank you, Kim. Bye, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you soon. Love y'all.